In this video, I'm going to give you 6 tips to help you plan out a successful week for either your fat loss goals or your muscle building goals. So the first thing is knowing what you actually want to achieve during the week. So it's very easy to say, and I see this with clients all the time, where they're like, I'm just going to go for it this week, I'm going to have a great week. But I have to get them to take a step back and tell me, what are you actually trying to achieve? So sit down, what do you actually want to achieve for the week that you're planning for? Is that, say, 3 gym sessions a week? Is that getting your 10k steps in a day? Is that having meals ready to go so that you're not reactive and going into the shop after a busy day of work? Because if you don't know what you're actually trying to plan for and what you're trying to achieve, you'll end up just kind of drifting through the week. So that's the most important one. And then the next thing is planning your meals. So it's slightly different to prepping your meals, but it's planning your meals. So how that might look is, before you even go in to do your shop, have an idea of what you are going to eat the next week. So for your breakfast, your lunches, your dinners, your snacks, what are those foods? And then go into the shop, pick up those foods. I'd actually recommend doing an online shop. It'll just save you an hour in the shop, and then you can just reorder every week, and it'll just save you that time. Get it back, you can just relax, maybe use it for a bit of meal prep, whatever you want to do. But then following on from that is actually prepping your meals then. So finding a slot in your week, generally it's Sunday for most clients that are with me, blocking that out for 30, 45 minutes and making as much of those meals as possible in advance. And that'll just anchor you then for the week. It means you'll probably save an hour and a half to 2 hours cooking. You can just use that time to relax after work, spend it with the family, maybe put it towards your gym session, go out for a walk, some steps. And it'll also stop that like reactive eating where you come home after a long day, you're not sure what you eat, you're in the shop, you're kind of feeling flustered, you don't know what to eat. At least you know there's something there in the fridge, you can just heat it up and it's ready to go. So I would do that for the dinners. Lunches, you could make something light and quick as well and have it ready to go in the lunchbox. Likewise at breakfast, is there anything you can prep quite quickly in the morning, or even anything you can prep the night before, like overnight oats? And that'll just take so much decision fatigue around food off your plate. It's absolutely unreal the difference that you'll notice. And another great one is pre-tracking your food. So if you're someone, maybe you come to the end of the day and you're trying to remember what did I eat for breakfast, what did I eat for lunch, what did I eat for dinner, and you're putting in ingredients, and then you're kind of like getting a bit pissed off with it because it's taking too long, and sometimes you track and sometimes you don't. Pre-tracking is a great way to do this. Simply all you do is like you go into the following day and track the food that you are going to eat in that day. So for example, on a Sunday, you track your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner and your snacks for a Monday, and it'll do 2 things. It'll just anchor you on what you're eating. It'll help you see the calories that are in the foods that you're eating in advance, and it will also make you more likely to stick to eating those foods. It'll get you planning a bit better as well, and then it means when you come to the end of the following day, you just track the food for the next day and just repeat that pattern. And you could do it indefinitely, but for most people it's good if you do continually forget to track your food at the end of the day, because ultimately if you do want like a good body composition change and you're sporadically tracking, you can't really see a true picture of what's going on, and then it makes it very hard to adjust. So something I'd recommend to clients who struggle with that as well. And then the last thing is setting some minimum standards for yourself on like a good week and a busy week, because that will help you adapt what you need to plan for the upcoming week. So for example, a good week could be work is quiet enough, you've not too much on, the sun is out, you're feeling great, you can get your steps. What does the week look like for you then? Is that like all your meals are prepped, you're nailing your gym sessions, you're getting your steps in, maybe you're even getting extra steps on those days because of the good weather. But then also the flip side of that is you will have points where things are chaotic, work is busy, you've got stuff coming up, unplanned stuff. What is going to be your plan there? So rather than waiting for that busy week to come upon you and then just reactively maybe not going to the gym or like not tracking the food, making a plan ahead of time for that week. So that could look like maybe it's just 2 sessions instead of 4, or maybe it's 4 sessions but they're only 25 minutes to a half hour, and you could still make serious progress in that short space of time, and then you'll feel great for it too. Again, pre-tracking your food, that's a real good time to lean into it, is when you've got like a really busy period, and then just making some time for yourself. Like during a busy week and you're planning it, Can you plan in some relaxation time, some wind down time, some time to get your steps or listen to a podcast, something that you enjoy? But if you put some of those tips into play, structure your week, you will find a massive benefit. And then the last thing is mapping out your gym sessions in the calendar. So it sounds simple, but I would just treat your gym sessions like a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment. Have it in the calendar. Sounds a bit mad, but I get clients to do it. I do it myself all the time. But if you're looking at the calendar every day, you're seeing when the gym is fitting in, rather than saying, I'll go for a morning session. I'll see how I feel in the morning. Most likely you wake up and you're just quite tired and you decide to push it to the evening, and then you're tired in the evening, and then maybe you don't go to the gym. So just be structured around that the same way you would an appointment. Have it in the calendar, ready to go, and you'll find it a lot easier to stick to. And if you're finding, you're on a fat loss journey yourself, you're trying to build some muscle, and you can't quite figure it out, I do offer one-to-one coaching as well. Any future slots will be given to email subscribers as a priority, and the link to that is in my description in the bio in this YouTube video as well.